Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whereabouts you are in the world. I hope you're having a phenomenal day so far, and welcome back as we continue our next Fest Games Quest, even pro gamer here. We're playing some Citadelum as chosen by the community this morning. Welcome whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. This has literally launched me straight into this as soon as I started the game, so I haven't played it before. We just got the capture up and running. Let's see how it is. Perugia, 40 BC. A period of civil war is sparked by the assassination of Julius Caesar on the Ides of March 44 BC at the hands of a group of senators. Gaius Octavius, Caesar's adopted son, returns to Rome to take revenge on the aggressors and confronts Lucius Antonius, brother of Marcus Antonius, in the city of Perugia. After besieging the city, he orders it to be destroyed in retaliation against the traitors. It's your mission to move there together with a group of colonists and start the construction of a new city under the name of Augustus Perusia. So we're meant to reach a population of 35 plebeians, 75 stone, I think, needs to be sent to Rome, and we need to create a trade route to the city of Vertona. The music's about as loud as me. Okay, well, I can sort one part of that up. What the heck is going on? I'll try and sort the music out in just a second. I don't want to... I've turned myself up a bit, but I don't want to just blast everyone's eardrums out. And it hasn't given me an options thing yet to be able to change the settings. There we go. Thanks, Russ. Appreciate you, bud. Right. Ave Dominus, I'm Gaius Titus Cato, emissary of the Senate, to help you manage your settlement, and I see you don't have much experience in this work, do you? The first thing you need to do is learn how to get around. Move the camera by holding down the right mouse button. You could also use the default keys WASD. The camera can be rotated by pressing the mouse button or using keys Q and E. And to zoom, use the mouse wheel or the keys at Z and X. With page up, page down, you can toggle between maximum and minimum zoom level. Okay. Let's just check my graphic settings here, if they have any. Nope. Okay. No graphic settings. That's on the ultra quality preset, so. Is there a custom? Nope. Okay. I am going to put VSync on, because the screen tear was something chronic on my end. Start by building the settlement entrance. The city gates will be the starting point from which the rest of the constructions will be built. The city gates are the access point of your settlement and also a place where the resources of trade routes are stored, so they must connect directly to the main road. We recommend you build them near the water and other natural resources. You will need them. It seems a wee bit daft to have the city gates so much. There's stone over there. Desert there, there's iron ore. Interesting graphic settings. I like the reflection of the skybox. More stone. That's quite a cool mountain. Maybe we build it here then? Says wrong place, so this can't be placed on the road, but it can have a road through it. Right, it has to be connected to the main road. The connected to the main road bit's fine. Just trying to work out whether we want the city gates facing... It doesn't seem... So many city builders with so many different ways. Ah, there we go. The mouse wheel is what's turning around. Excellent. Cool. Okay. Well, let's go for some lakeside property then. Now that we have a point of arrival to our settlement, we need housing for people to settle in. If you build plebeian housing, immigrants will start to arrive, helping you grow your city, and will perform all types of work in exchange for a salary. If you later expand the capacity of these buildings, fulfilling the necessary requirements, new inhabitants will join the settlement. These plots must be connected by roads to the city gates or the main road. You can find tools to build roads in the bottom of the menu. Okay. So let's just build ourselves a straight rural road for now. Food production. There's our housing. Okay. So we need to reach a population of 5. We've got +1. The first plebeians have arrived in the city. Hey Magdivine and Laz, lovely to have you both here. Well, it looks like a fire's broken out. Let me help you. I'm Maximus Agrippa, engineering advisor. Occasionally a fire may break out. This is why it's important to build fire stations, which are responsible for extinguishing fires in nearby buildings. In addition to the risk of fire, buildings require periodic maintenance if you don't want them ending up in ruins. For this, you'll also have to build the engineer's post. Okay, take care of these aspects. Buildings could collapse if this occurs. You can use the demolish tool to remove the debris and make the area usable again. Okay, well... we've assigned a villager to it. I've assigned 2 villagers to it. What are you complaining about? The building has no water. Okay. Well, I've just built a well across the way. Right, okay. It definitely has water now. Where's the other building we need to build? The engineer's post. I know you're a very busy person, so this will come in handy. Buildings do not have works assigned to them by default. You must assign personnel to each building, but keep in mind that each will receive a salary. Assign new workers to a building, select it, press the add personnel button. In case you want to remove workers, press the unassign button. You can manage all this from the building detail view or through the jobs tab management window. This way you keep full control of what's being done in your settlement. Understood. So you already have the necessary infrastructure, but without water the fires cannot be put out. Some buildings need water to operate. For example, fire stations will not be able to put out fires, they do not have a water source nearby. But don't worry, thanks to aqueducts you can get the water almost anywhere. First of all, you must be a water mill next to your bank to raise the water. Yep, that's what you've built. Lastly, remember you build wells in specific situations where you need water in elevated areas where aqueducts cannot reach. Okay. Oh, now you want to go and put the fire out. The building details are quite nice. I'm not sure 2 small buckets of water are going to be a deal with this raging inferno. Oh, apparently those were excellent buckets of water. Now that everything's in order, you should expand the size of the settlement. To do this, you'll need materials. It's time to put citizens to work. Construction of new buildings requires materials that can be obtained from the environment. Logging camps allow you to gather wood from trees, building near a set of trees to get a higher yield. You'll also be able to mine stone and iron ores with a stone quarry and iron mine respectively. Also check the mini-maps. You can easily check where to find these resources. In addition, in order to accumulate resources, you must build warehouses near the resource extraction building, as these have limited capacity. Finally, remember that the resource in the warehouse can be used by any building in the city for construction, trade routes, soldier training, or whatever is needed without the need to transport them. New prestige level unlocked. The following buildings are available now. Elite residential buildings, tax office, baths, tavern, grape orchard, cabbage orchard, sawmill. Is cabbage an orchard? Stone cutter, winery, and trees. Plebs burning their houses so they have something to complain about, right? Just plain rude. Warm bath to improve citizens' health. You don't have enough resource to build this building. That's okay. A market provides resource to nearby houses. Well, bang in the middle there looks like a cunning place for a market. Is this house allergic to not being on fire? We need to collect some taxes. don't understand why no tax would be being collected now. We've got a tax office. Maybe the rich just don't pay taxes. Yeah, it's gone for realism. Put the granary just inside the city gates, maybe? Or adjacent. It looks like the patricians pay tax. More of them are welcome. You built that one over a volcanic vent. Why would Flanker do this to my dogs, says Russ? Got thunder. Oof. That second house. Uh-oh. Small problem. I know you might be able to spot it. We're going to need a logging camp. A stone quarry. Alright, that's cool. At least you can run the road through the aqueduct. Oh, why don't you just give us food? Deary me. Oh, is that all the space that takes up? I thought it was going to build a huge field. Okay, well, in that case... let them eat grapes. I'll come back to those other buildings in a minute. Oh, we don't have any of the required resource for that. I do need to sort out... Where's our resources? Materials production. There's a warehouse. I could put warehouse there. Don't forget, you have to be aware of all the inhabitants of your city. If you only build accommodations for plebeians and don't find occupation for them, they may cause trouble. At the top of the screen, you'll see all the information you need to know about the status of your city. You can detect which aspects of your city are performing well and which are lacking, such as the number of unemployed or homeless plebeians. Try to constantly monitor this information to better manage your city and make it grow prosperously. You can check the people's favour indicator to know how you are performing your management. There's a direct relationship between the people's favour and criminality. The lower this indicator, the more likely it is that robberies, murders or riots will occur among the citizens. Unemployment and homelessness also affect the people's favour. If we have high values in these indicators, our people will migrate out of the city. In addition, you can consult the health indicator and the nutritional needs of the people. Having low values in these indicators cause citizens to die. Finally, entertainment and religion indicators, in addition to workers' wages and tax on patricians, directly affect the level of people's favour. Right, so we're going to have to... plebeians looking for work. Excellent. Get working. We are now producing food, so these warnings should go away. And we're in profit, chat. We invited lots of patricians who will have to pay tax. And there's food at the market, so these plebeians need to stop complaining now. Plebeians of Rome, unit. Oh, free tickets to the Colosseum. Yes, please. Thanks, Senator. Yes. Oh. You might well be the worst manager of people I've ever heard of. Ho-hum. Yeah, to be fair, that should be in the firefighter's range. Oi, plebeians, can you work harder, please? Thank you. I'm sure fire doesn't spread or anything. Oh. This one's far enough away, he'll be fine. Job's worth firefighters. Yep, never mind what's going on next door. Keep growing your cabbages. Burn itself out eventually. See, the fire's moving further away and we've got fire breaks. Nothing to worry about. Grow your onions and be happy. Work faster, don't you know you're old? Wow, fire is very in this season. How inconsiderate. Everything's fine. No need to check. Everything's fine. Oh, we've got more wood. See, we gathered resources successfully. Any chance you gents could, you know... contains all our resources. All right, we have a minor problem. Just a small one. Oh my word. That wiped out all our resources. Well. Any chance you could not burn down this time? Right, we can't use a stone until it's in there, and there was enough stone in there. Come on, back again quickly before you catch fire again. Apparently that's your hobbies. I'd realised catching fire was on their list of hobbies. These plebeians wouldn't have been invited. How dare. Right, there we go. What a fire station next door. Oh, wow. When they said small radius, they were not kidding. I have a feeling that that won't count. Right. Hang on. Let's...
TORGRO2 cheered X300, Newscrier. Now hear this, now hear this. Fires overtake local farms and quarry. Senate declares that it will work itself out. Refuses to invest in additional fire protection.
I'm investing in additional fire protection, good citizen. Look, we've built an aquifer. Look how seriously we're treating this. We built an entire new aqueduct, and we built... Hang on. And we built this aqueduct here. As well as a reservoir. What more do you want? The firefighters refuse to do their job, sir. Everything is fine. Look at this. Beautiful architecture. Huge public expenses. What your taxes go towards. What do you mean you want it connected with water flowing over? It's not my fault the water's not coming up here. You're not seriously suggesting this is a failing on my part, are you? Are you? You're going to have to move that at some point as well. Looks at Praetorian Guard. Nope, we never suggested your fault. That's what I thought. But you're a reasonable man. I hear Rome has a Colosseum and there are free tickets available with better than front row seats for anyone else that complains. I hear it's most entertaining. See, there's even a fireman in the fire station now. You might want to ignore some of the stuff down there, but look, we currently have an excellent building that is really doing great work. Now, if you guys could not catch fire until I've got a chance to put resources down there, that would be amazing. We've doubled our firefights in this area. Victoria Guard Staff Senator in back. We are the Senate. Ah. How could this be happening to me? I had no warning this could happen. My friend Julia. Ah. Palpatine cooking. I am the Senate. Oh. Bad words. Right. Do you want fire coverage or do you want maintenance? Because apparently both is a bit much to ask. Oh wow, the city gates are about to fall down. I suppose we'll build the service buildings facing each other so we know we've got coverage. I know there's no water. I blame the plebeians for not getting enough stone together. And if you want to go and whip your fellow man, I believe there's whole clubs that cater for that sort of thing. Ooh. Ooh. The plan of a snaffle. There's 3D prints happening. Ooh. Ooh. Are they cool? Ooh. Ooh. Touch of finishing, but that looks really cool. So you thinking like about this much?
I'm thinking it's cool.
That's really neat. Oh, if you ask Plan nicely, she might put a photo up on Discord. Ignore the sound of crumbling infrastructure. Vote for your senator. Oh, sorry, we're gaming, not currently coming up with party manifestos for current UK government. Oh, what the... Really? Fine. Not fine. We're in trouble here. Okay, it aggressively takes buildings down if you don't have an engineering post up. The problem is... Let's look at... Oh, that warehouse is going to collapse all our materials in it. Unless he runs fast. Okay, that could get a bit tedious. It does show on the building models, though, that it's decaying, so you do have some information. Problem is, we have a lot of stuff to get through. Let's get our... A lot of things need stone. Right, is that warehouse on the mend yet? It appears to be. Okay, so this style of city builder, you really do have to have engineering buildings and fire stations for everything, or it will definitely catch fire, whether it's a water tower or not, and fall over. I haven't forgotten about this. I'm going to do the link up in a minute, but it's more important that we make sure our supply of stone is secure, otherwise we're going to have real problems. Why aren't they being taxed? Oh, balls. There was a gap in the engineer's cover. Sorry, as long as you know it's a requirement, it is a very silly... I'm not sure why that one collapsed. There was engineering cover there. Yeah, I agree with you both. The needing engineer on every street corner is a bit silly. I don't know how fast we're meant to be running, but like there is... I like the fact it's at least showing the state of them, but stone is becoming a bit tedious. All right, everything there is in the area. So this, we're going to use this as the main production area for now. And as soon as we have enough stone, we're going to keep building out a fire station. I don't think that's going to be fully covered. So... okay, that well can go. Because it's not providing anything to anyone. Oh, pants. I've got another problem. What? Really? Are you still doing community armor on Fridays? We are indeed. Yes, we'll be doing it from 7 p.m. We've got an anti-stars run going on Altis with a few mods on it, but it is actually the Anti-Stars Ultimate we're playing at the moment. No sci-fi themes or anything, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to playing more of. I'm super enjoying our armor campaign at the moment. So I'm going to have to build service blocks. What I'm doing is every time we get a new person, I'm chucking them into this resource area. So there's one resource area that is now covered by an engineer and a firefighter. Should be producing a decent amount of resource. No space to store more stock of outbound resource. Right. Because our winery burned down as well. There we go. We should now be able to put a winery next door. Well, when we have the iron, we're going to have to sort that out next. I suppose in the meantime, we could just build another granary. Putting 2 firefighters out to put these guys onto food because none of our food buildings are operating because we need to pull all of our plebeians to other areas. Thanks for dinner, and you can do some taverning. Nice. I hope you enjoy your taverning, my friend. Oh. The engineer's building's on fire. Fantastic. A new prestige level has been unlocked. So you have theatre, schools, flax fields, fishing docks, armour workshops, swordsmiths, cow farms, pig farms, shield workshops, butchery, weavers, armoury, recruits barracks, monarch terrace, beautiful place to relax. Oh, lovely. Explorer training building, centurion building, archers, square fountain, round fountain, colonnade, and portico gates. Those trucks are looking lovely. Probably need another couple of warehouse people because it doesn't matter if the wood's there. We can't use it until it's a warehouse. I do like the seeing inside the buildings. It's kind of neat. So we're going to use this building. As soon as we get the plebeians from it, we're going to try and keep focusing our building sector, and then we'll focus our food. I'm pleased to see your progress. Time's come for you to take on another crucial task for your citizens. Food is a very important aspect for the inhabitants of settlements, and you must constantly monitor it. Without food, citizens are not happy and may get sick or even leave the settlement. Make sure you always have food supply the needs of your population. To do so, establish different types of crops, farms, and fishing posts. You need to store the food in granaries, which you must build near the food production buildings. And remember, as with the storages, once you have food in the granaries, it can be used by any building in the settlement, so we don't have to deliver it to markets. I'll move that to being one person. One person in there. So that granary is full. We need iron. And we also need more production of food. So we've taken 2 people out of the granaries and put them into producing in the farm. Two going to the warehouse. 2 into the granary to try and... Right, let's take 1 out of that granary. We have some potentially risky buildings in the middle there. Some of the houses complain they don't have enough food, but we're working on that down at the bottom here. So I think those are carrots. Those are cabbage. Might build another fire station engineer's house here. Some engineers posted there. Actually, that engineer's post will cover. It's going to be fire we're going to have to cover again next. Okay, that's trying to use logistics, because once it's in the granary, it doesn't matter where they need to use it. So we probably could do with more. Might build an engineer's potent of fire point here, maybe? Mark it in the next block over. Now, unemployed citizens is not really intentional. Again, Infinity Simplex. We should really sort out iron supply chain, but I want to sort out food first. There you go. So we got 4 people working there. And this one's mostly filled with grapes. So I can't do anything about that until we've set up iron production, which is over here. So let's maybe look at doing that. Problem is we need quite a lot of resource to do this. So homes and services first, because there's no point in putting anything over here without having fire protection, because we know how that will go. So we need one of those and one of those, otherwise everything will just collapse. I think all our other buildings are going to require iron. Might need another warehouse over here. There's plenty of food at that market. There's plenty of food at that market. I don't understand why these houses don't have enough food. And we could stick more workers into the market to bring more, but... And our food in storage is going up significantly. So I'm hoping that this second warehouse will focus a little bit more on getting wood. Giggity. hand-picked targets, Sol, who have done terrible things. We're freedom fighters. We would never indiscriminately slaughter whoever it is we're slaughtering today. I really need more pop. Doesn't seem to be consuming down. The deposits on trees seem to be permanent unless you build over them, so this seems to work quite well as a little area. Right. We could probably start looking at the next batch. We can get docks off as well. What I'm trying to look for is where the next bit of the production line is. Let's go to a warehouse, okay. Well, it looks like they just make swords out of them. Ah, our stone cutter fell down before as well. Our wood production is looking a lot healthier over there now. Just for giggles. This is where the taxpayers are, after all. So we're going to need more water, more fire stations over here. It's going to be expensive in, well, everything. But could come all the way up from the bottom, though. We don't have to take it straight through town. But on the housing and services front, we're going to need... Let's go there. The area's outside water, so I need to build another... right. Housing and services, we need a new reservoir. And then we can build the aqueduct off to the south. Oh, we could have done that more cleanly just from down there. Never mind. Okay. I think that's looking okay. So now we need to get ourselves more taxpayer housing, I think. In this square here. Because we are losing money hand over fist. I think we need another granary here just to help move stuff out of the farms. We also need a winery. Aha! Which we now have the space for. I suspect that will probably catch fire if I put it there. Hey Oscar and Combat, lovely to have you both here. Lots of food but not the right one. Do you have some lactose free stuff? And what about vegan? I mean, they're vegan carrots. They weren't man-eaters. This game reminds me of the old Seas games. I agree. Right, I think that we finally now have the materials for a winery. Wasn't what I really wanted to do with that place, but sure. That will finally start emptying this building out. How sure are you the carrots weren't grown on human remains? Just as sure as any farmer can be. When in doubt, eat the Senate. I have to build more engineering building coverage. I just can't afford for this winery to disappear. We have a record of 0 unemployment because we've told the youths that they are going to be voluntold to go and help the local community. We could have one of our members of the Senate run through fields of wheat, I suppose. An offer they could not refuse. You don't say voluntold the youth. You say invited the youth and gave mild persuasion. No. There is precedent for this. Hang on, physics. I got you. The UK have got you here. What you do is you call it a national service policy and say you're taking bold action to give the young people the opportunities they deserve. We've been proud of the country, but we need to be open about the long-term challenges we face, including how generations of young people don't have the opportunities they deserve. Get in the mines. Oh no, sorry, that's the UK Conservative Party's election bid. Sorry, that's very embarrassing. You might have been right. Now you have to get all this food to the citizens. The market is a key building for supplying the needs of your citizens. You should place near the housing of plebeians and patricians to ensure your citizens are served with all their food and goods needs. Make sure granaries and warehouses have what your citizens need, so market workers can deliver it to the houses. So maybe it is just a lack of market workers. Plebeians are not the only class of citizens who can live in our city. Patricians are citizens who do not work but contribute to the economy with their taxes. For these to come, your city must build patrician housing. The needs are much higher than those of plebeians, so if you don't meet them, their happiness in the settlement will decline, causing them to leave. Remember, the amount of tax they pay affects their happiness. So if you raise taxes, you raise more money, but their happiness decreases. Don't forget to build tax offices, which will be the buildings in charge of collection. Keep the latter in mind and ensure the patricians have buildings and activities to entertain themselves and increase their happiness. It's time for you to continue improving the city. The prestige in your city is an indicator of the importance of the city. As it increases, you'll have access to more advanced buildings, and some structures will automatically increase in level, which favours the arrival of new settlers to the settlement. To check the prestige upgrade requirements, place the pointer over the prestige area. You'll be able to see which buildings you will unlock with it. At the top left of your screen, you'll find more information about your city, in addition to the prestige level and the favour of the people. In this section, you can also see the remaining time of the day. This is important because collections and payments are executed at the beginning of each day, as well as the buying and selling operations and the trade routes. Finally, you can see the economic summary, with the money in the coffers and the daily balance. Really, game? Come on. There's only so much I'm going to read. I am Marcus Drusus, a military delegate of the Senate. I'm going to supervise your actions on the map. It seems the city is beginning to develop, but not all about working on the settlement. Explore territory and secure your military dominance over it. Visualize your territory on the region map. That's this bit down here. Via the button in the user interface or simply zooming out from your settlement. In this map, you'll see your city and also the territories you've explored so far. Increase the explored areas. Generates roads which connect your city with others and allow you to trade with them. It's also vital to know where the enemy is. Move the explorer, select and choose one of the adjacent territories. If an explorer finds an enemy army, there's a chance he will be killed. I don't care. What I need to do is work out the basics of the economy here so we stop leeching people, which I think is mainly getting more people to market so we can deliver more goods. There we go. Yes, Mithras, I think a lot of people that go into politics do actually care. It's a crap job with very little job security and actually very little money compared to executive pay elsewhere. However, I don't think that that doesn't mean you shouldn't hold politicians to account. And we don't have a two-party system. We do have multiple parties. And that's one of the things that really annoys me. The SNP have won constantly in Scotland. The Liberal Democrats do just fine in Wales. People suggest every time you should tactically vote for one of the two parties. The major parties, Conservative and Labour. When in reality, if you just voted for who you wanted, you would actually get more split parliaments, which would be good for our democracy. There you go, flanker rant over. The short one. It's also what she said. Hang on. These guys are complaining about the food. We're going to push that up. We might need more granaries in a minute. Fire station. I think we're just going to have overlapping coverage because fire's such a pain in the... Right, they're running out of wheat, so I'm going to try building another wheat field once I've got the fire cover in place. Because fire is super aggressive, as we discovered. Oh, those are actually covered by this. That's all right. Fire, stop being so aggressive, the old man. Wow. Right, we've got a fire station built there. We can build ourselves another bit. So I'll build another wheat and put 4 workers in it. I think we may need more granaries again to help move it between the buildings. So I'm going to build another granary just in case. And we can stick 4 people on that as well. I don't love that it doesn't show you where the roads are, because it will just build over them if you click over it. Interesting. It is very sparkly, yes. Right, we've got a job at the market. Do something quick. Look busy. Caesar's watching. They all got a bit stuck there. Okay, so the markets, the citizens don't walk to the markets deliver to the citizens. Or sometimes they just run around outside for a little bit. Try and stick more workers in the market and see if they're solving. It does seem to be solving the food problems over here eventually. Less so the ones down here, but maybe we just need to give it a wee bit of time. And more workers. But focusing on building out our workers and then focusing on building out the buildings we need to support them is meaning we're not getting the new services in place. We do have space for baths now. Or resources for baths. We probably need more cut stone. Which would need another 12 workers, maybe 16. So we'll build ourselves enough housing as we go to get another 16 workers. And hope for the best. We probably need to allocate someone to the public baths. Oh, no, we don't. Okay, the public baths don't need any pop. That's a bit of a shame we didn't build those earlier then. Or maybe some entertainment? An acting school. A theatre, don't you know? Yeah, we're going to definitely need more cut stone. So let's start on that journey then, I suppose. We're probably going to need a warehouse. Stick 2 workers in there, and because we're wanting cut stone, I'm going to go to materials, go to stone cutter, and we'll stick 2 workers in there. Try and really boost our stone brick and stone production. We are going to need more housing again. We are losing a shed load of cash every day. We may have to better balance our patricians to our workers. So we need to triple the number of patricians. That's going to be difficult. Not impossible, though. It will do like this 2-lane patrician housing. It's not going to be very desirable over here, so maybe that's where we end the patrician housing. We're going to have to build more resources for them to... Oh, is that out the area of engineers cover and fire cover? Oh, alright, they're covered ish. I think we may be crashing our economy a little hard here. I know I said I don't get it too wide, but I think we need to do another gap and move more here. Our food situation is sorted though. We're now, well, mostly. Mainly an extra person in our markets. It's a small thing and not worth replaying for, but I like the aloft there literally fixed the only 2 bugs we encountered today. Yeah. Although FG and Lex, FG played it earlier and they couldn't get it working. So, but yes, I'm super happy that they seem to be doing a pretty good job overall. I'm going to pull one worker out of here to put them into the doctor's office. Is there another service we can put in? Resource. Where can we make that? Medicinal herb orchard. That will be where I'm guessing. We've got plenty of cabbages. We'll pull 2 people out of there. Alright, our patricians' taxes are getting there, but nowhere near where they need to be yet. So what I'm trying to do is build out more services and more patricians area to keep our taxpayers as happy as they're going to be. Which is not the same thing as being happy. Hey Mariah, how's your day been? I wasn't burning the rich. If they're that rich, they pay their taxes. Probably need more tax officials. Problem's going to be getting them up fast enough. Oh, we have thousands of carrots. I need some people to volunteer to collect taxes. Okay. Now if we can build some more patricians' housing. Oh. I think we may have a few problems here. Well, even if this is run ending, at least we've learned quite a lot. Like, fire stations are a requirement. Your finances are not in good shape. Rome believes in you. That was silly. Which is why they're willing to help you through these difficult times. We need you to be very careful with the economy from now on. Yeah, I'll definitely be careful with the economy. Just another 4-year term, please. Thank you. I mean, if the other parties get in, they'll raise taxes on you, and I have also done that. Might need to build another engineer's hut over the other side. Okay, we're in the positive. Right. We need another engineer's outpost. Okay, so we're going to add some workers to keep the patricians happy. You're playing all the city building games these days. Well, it's Next Fest, so it was a choice this morning on Discord as to what people wanted to watch. There are quite a few city builders coming out at the moment. And the other parts who obviously raise taxes more. Yes, obviously. Well, technically less than we did, but it'll be you that pays it personally. Okay, it won't, but, you know. Wow. I'm going to let that crumble back into the lake and pretend it didn't happen. To be fair, there were 0 city builders yesterday. Yeah, that's a fair point. These cheapy roads to connect this, I think. Bah. This may go pretty significantly wrong over this side because they're barely covered by quite a lot of services. Maybe it's just the market. We'd need an extra. We could put an extra market in the next block. We are now making bank. Now we focus more on the making sure we have taxpayers. That sounds toasty. Actually, I can move that over. Oh, that's cool. You can actually build the roads underneath the aqueducts as well. Not just diagonally, not just across them, but actually under them. That gives you more options. Oh, there's a market here as well. I'll just stick more people on it. I can demolish that. Not sure what I'm going to do here. I think we may need another market in here. Hang on. Thank you. There you go. That's the market sorted there. A bit more fire cover. Oh, that is the best current Mrs. Imaflanker. Thank you. We can put a tavern on the river. We do have plenty of wine. Let's check out some melons. That should aid worker happiness. Bit more variety. What was that? Flanker, flanker, flanker. You numpty. Virtually every building will just collapse given enough time. Okay, we're still in profit. We're still doing okay. It's about that acting school. Just for aesthetics, we're going to make it a square like down there, which we could have done with the paved plants. We seem to be a cabbage deficit. We're doing okay for carrots, but everyone wants cabbages. That'll do. So do granaries improve our shared stock? We had 1,500 shared stock. Seems to be per building, so once it's in there, it's shared. I know, I said our plan is the best current Mrs. Imaflanker. I'm not sure I could win the best Imaflanker. Oh no! I built houses for plebeians. That was silly. These could have been taxpayers. They're probably not going to be super happy over here. Health's looking okay. What are their needs? Not enough food. And we're now back up to 20 cabbages, but I think we're going to need to invest in more plebeian housing. So upping our cabbage production. And logistics. Let's take up most of the storage. No grapes. Shed loads of carrots. Okay, we're now at plus 200 cabbages a day. We have to build more patrician housing though, because otherwise our taxes are going to start falling. But better everyone's well supplied and unhappy. Go balance our taxes somewhere. Oh, we have a housing plot here. Houses for sale for patricians. Our tax office might be a wee bit far away. they're getting their food now. Okay, so it looks like the great cabbage shortage is over. That'll be a turnip for the books. See if we can get this. Let's know what these are full of. Not grain. We will need more fire services over here, because otherwise they will just set themselves on fire, as they are wont to do. Right. We need to go and build more patrician housing. We can do this huge investment and hope we can turn the taxes round fast enough. Again, the food seems a bit balked, I'll be honest. right, food production. Definitely going to need another market and another tax office. We covered. We're covered for water. Just about for fire. Trying to provide more pleasant services in this direction. Another market. Oh. The houses just collapsing is a little frustrating. But what are you going to do? Maintain them? If you pay by monthly direct debit something like home insurance, is that a form of credit? No. That depends. If it is, for example, an insurance policy that you are... Yeah, okay. Insurance policies, I can explain. Yes, it is a form of credit, because in that instance, you are being covered as if you have paid for the full year up front on day one. So the payment for your year's insurance is due in advance of the year of cover. So say it was £1,000 and you're being covered from today. The full £1,000 is due today, but they are offering you an ability to pay by monthly by direct debit in 10 or 12 payments. They effectively charge an APR on that monthly payment because you're borrowing the money. You owed them the money on today, but you're going to pay it over the next 12 months. So you'll have a level of credit charge APR on there as you go through. No worries, bud. That was a random question of the day. Oh, fudge biscuits. Looks like we're expanding this way, chat. Because if we don't, we're that aqueduct will fall down. It's a trap, says your local guru. Indeed, how you? You're not already following your local guru? You definitely should be at twitch.tv/your local guru. Talking of traps, let's get a new tax office built. Along with some new tax collectors. Ah, there's a fire brigade that will take care of that. That's an annoying sound. Really? Okay, well, you win some, you lose some. That was a very expensive lose some, though. That took out a lot of our infrastructure. And there's fully staffed engineering officers that should have covered this bit, but... we can build another. Ah, no, we'll just put extra people in that one. All right, let's see how this goes. And we're underproducing on cabbage again. Probably another granary up here now. Maybe put some more plebeian housing in across the bottom. So housing and services, I'm going to put a market down here because that's definitely not covered by the other markets. Okay, those are all covered by engineering and by fire. That's good news. Okay, and that gives the road we can we maybe pull the water over. So see if we can get ourselves over the great cabbage deficit. Our house has collapsed somewhere. It's that water that we're out of the zone on. Yes. So we should be up 460 cabbages a day at this point. Whether we actually are or aren't, we'll see. Dan Mendel's been looking weird today, says Heinz. Hey, Heinz, how are you? Okay, we're getting there with the grapes now as well. So we'll be switching over in 25 minutes to playing our Armour 3 anti-Stasi campaign for all that want to join. The server's already up. You can already get in. Not bad. Having a pleasant time playing this at the moment. Some interesting quirks. It certainly feels like a hark back to some older games. Oh gods. We need another... And not in a bad way. More housing for plebs. Oh, for God's sake. Why the frick is the collapse this time? Alright, that's maybe fair. I was building it. They should be covered by water. They might not be covered by food, though. And they are. Need to add a lot more workers. Hopefully make them feel a little bit better about being taxed for being next to an industrial area. Oh, for... I hate that sound so much. So, we could send our explorer off. He is exploring the other cities, right. We should really connect everything up, but... How are the homeless... Well, now that Vitona is connected to your settlement, you can trade with them. To establish a trade route with another city, you must specify which resources you want to buy and sell each day, within the constraints of supply and demand. The card you see on the map of the region is a visual representation that indicates a trade route between 2 points. Keep in mind that trading operations will always take place at the beginning of a new day, so it's important you keep on an eye on your economy, daily incomes, and expenses. To establish a trade route with another city, you must specify which resource you want to buy and sell within constraints of supply and demand. Remember to build warehouses, granaries, or armories near the one at the entrance to make sure it's to clear its reserves. Okay. Likewise, to export, you make sure you have enough of them in your storage. In the trade section of the management window, you can choose the amount of resource which you allow to export so you don't run out of it. Wow, that sucks, Vi. We've had a patrician house collapse somewhere. Where the frick is it? Go on, that's next to our original fire station. They better fix that. Does mean there should be some cover here for us. Oh, for... They're in range of an engineering post. I don't know what they want me to do. In fact, they're in range of 2 engineering posts. Both fully staffed. I'm going to try and empty some of the storage over this side. Where's our nearest water? I think that's going to be our next problem again. You know what? Future Flanker will sort that out. We need meat. We have 5 homeless plebeians again. How? Oh, for goodness sake. I can't demolish that because that's the main road. That'll be why. We're having a cabbage shortage again. How? Like, looks like some of our logistics is just getting absolutely stuffed. Like, these are all showing as having more than 1,500 stock. 49. Yeah. That's already covered by multiple firehouses. And water. All right. Is the import files for the mods to the Armor community server up today? Keeps telling me your odds are wrong when I try to join. Probably not, Toga. Toga, sorry, you I don't think Morass has updated it. I think you'll need to just try connecting to the server and it'll download it through Armor itself, my friend. I think it still has one mod on it or something that is the wrong for the last run. On the subject of armor, give me a second, we'll switch over. I'll be able to offer you some tech support as we start. So, thank you for everyone that's been watching on YouTube as we've been playing through. And thank you for watching on Twitch as well. For those on YouTube, a new stream will start in a few moments. For those on Twitch, if you just wait a few moments, the stream will be back up in just a moment. And we'll get ourselves saved up. And... oh, it won't actually let me save the game. Interesting. Unsafe progress will be lost. Sure. We'll definitely be back with some more Citadelum. That was quite fun. Right, I'll do all the setup and then I'll happily yell for you some tech support, my friend. There should be a stream shortly up on YouTube that has the armor stream on it that you should be able to click